Hey, hi guys, welcome to my channel. So today's video we will going to start a new topic, the control statement in Python. In the last video already we discussed about the membership operators and entity operators in Pythons. Also we did some programs based on the membership and entity operators. So I hope you got the clarity about that operators. If you haven't watched it, please do watch. Don't forget to subscribe my channels and click the bell icon for the future updates. Now let's begin today's topic. Have you ever wondered how a program decides what to do and when to do it? That decision making powers comes from the control statements. In this video, we will going to understand the control statement in Python and we can learn about the decision making statement in this video. Let's start the today's topic. What is control statement? The control statements are used to control the flow of execution of a Python program based on the conditions. Control statements decide which block of code will run and how many times and when to stop. By default, in Python, code executed line by line. Control statements allows us to make decision, repeat task, change flow of execution. Why control statements are important? Without control statements, program would be static, no logic, no conditions, no loops, no real world application possible. That means control statement is very important. Let's understand the control statement with the real time example. So usually all the people are using the ATM machine. Swipe your card. So ATM machine just gather your information from the ATM card. After that, the validating it's in your balance, the amount is enough or not. If amount is sufficient, what you enter the amounts, it valid, then you able to get the money. Otherwise, you just got the message like the insufficient balance. How the logic is working behind this process, that one is a control statement. Types of control statement in Python. Python control statements are divided in three main categories: conditional statement, looping statements, jump statements. So we can discuss all these three control statements one by one. In this video I will cover conditional statements. The rest of the looping statements and jump statements I will cover in coming videos. Let's discuss about the conditional statements. These statements execute code based on the conditions. What do you mean by the condition? A condition is an expression that returns true or false. You can see here if statements. If here we can write here the condition and after that you can write here your statement. And another thing is if else. If the first condition is passed, then you can write here your statement. If not, this condition is true inside the else block. There is another conditional statements if else. So suppose that I'm trying to check here the first condition is true, then I want to execute these statements. If not this one true, then again I want to check the second condition is true or false. If the true, then I will want to execute this one. If all this condition is not true, then I will execute by default this one. Another conditional statement is nested if. So for the nested if, suppose that I'm adding here the condition of again inside that again I want to check another condition, then we can use like this. Let's do some program for the if statements. I'm defining one variable age equal to 20. I want to check if age is greater than or equal to 18, then you are eligible for vote, otherwise you are not eligible for vote. Then how can do that? If age is greater than or equal to 18, print here eligible for vote. Let's run this program so we can see the result. Python program. Now you can see here eligible for the vote. So let me change here the age is 15. Then let's run this program so we can see the result. Now you can see here there is no output because this one printing inside the if block only. Now let's do some program for if else statement. Taking here the one variable a is equal to 2, I want to check a is even number or not. So if a percentile 2 double is equal to 0, even number, otherwise odd number. Let's run this program so we can see the result. See here the even number. Let me take here a is equal to 5, then 5 is even number or odd number. Let's run this program so we can see the result. Now let's do some program for else if block. Let's do one program for the grading system. If any student got a number more than or equal to 90%, then it will mark grade A. If any student got more than or equal to 60% and less than 90%, then it will be marked B. More than 60%, if less than 40%, then it will be fail. Then how can do this program? So let's do this one. Taking one variable marks is equal to 55. I'm printing here print grade A, grade B, grade C and fail. If marks is greater than or equal to 90, then grade A. Okay, now else if marks is greater than or equal to 60% and marks is less than 90%, then grade B. Else if marks is greater than or equal to 40% and less than 60%, then grade C. Else it will fail. Now let's run this program so we can see the result. Let me change here the marks. If any students got the mark like 35, then let's run this program so we can see the result. So now this student is fail. I hope you got the clarity about else if block. Write a program to take input from user and check is it even number or odd number, and it should not a negative number. If user enter negative number, then print not valid number. How can solve this problem? So let's create a logic. I'm taking here one I'm taking here the input from the user. Okay, let's convert this input into integer. Here if num is greater than 0, there is num is greater than 0, then we need to check here, we need to write here the logic for check even or odd number. Okay, let's copy this message. Okay, now let's write here the logic check even or odd number. If num percentile 2 double is equal to 0, then it will print even number, else print here the odd number. Now let's run this program so we can see the result. So you can see here asking here to enter the number to check the even or odd number. Okay, so I'm entering here the 9. So now you can see here the result is getting odd number. Let's run again so we can see here minus 6. So now you can see here not a valid number. So I hope you got the clarity about the nested if. else block. I hope you got the clarity about the control statements. If you have any questions or any suggestions, please add your comments in comment box. Definitely I will try to resolve your problems. So thank you for watching. Thank you.